Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Let's get straight into the chart. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. This is just for fun. Wow, I have some very bad news about crypto. And the bad news is I hope I'm wrong. But I'm looking at the chart. This is the Bitcoin chart, weekly chart on Bitcoin. And I see a real possibility of not only Bitcoin but all cryptos going down to zero. Wow. And I'm not longing this market at all, not buying Bitcoin or anything. But let me just start with this sort of head and shoulder pattern here. And this is the neckline. I'm going to draw the neckline right now. And so here we have this head and shoulder pattern, and this can be a measured move here. Let me show you. So this is the shoulder, head, oops, and shoulder, and here we go. The neckline is so let's just look at the worst case scenario here. It seems that I need to, yeah, so the head and shoulders pattern, I don't need that one anymore. You can see that. And let me just try to make it like something like this. So this is the neckline, and let's make a measured move. Also, we could have like 1, 2, an M pattern. And if I measure the M pattern, here's the neckline. I also have a very bad scenario. But let's just measure the price target out of this head and shoulder pattern that we have here for Bitcoin. And I'm not sure if anyone recognized it or talked about Bitcoin going to zero. I might be the first one, I don't know. But right now I'm scared. I see a real possibility, and I know it's very bad news for lots of people. But to me it seems it's possible. So let's just measure. So we broke down. Here we go. We are here, and the price target is minus. Wow. So out of this pattern, we've got zero. Bitcoin is going down to zero. And if I look at this M pattern, I could say this is an M pattern. And if I measure it, I'm not measuring right now, but if you measure it, you will get the same terrible results. So I'm very sad to say that it's possible that we go down to zero. Let's go over to Ethereum. When I talked about Ethereum, I already shared with you that we are most likely going down. We have this head and shoulder pattern, and out of this pattern, the price target is down at 211. And let's be not so conservative. Let's count the weeks as well. Let me see. Yeah, something like that. So this is the head and shoulder pattern. Of course, it's not a very nice pattern. So it's possible that I'm wrong, but even here we have an M pattern right here. And I can also measure that price target over there. But let's just measure it again and see what happens if I measure the weeks as well, and I'm not so conservative. From the top to the bottom, the neckline, I say that I may be wrong. We don't need this drawing. Now we can measure it. So because this is not a very nice pattern here, not a nice head and shoulder pattern, but we broke down and wow, the price target is below zero. We're trying to come back up, so we might have come to touch the neckline, and in that case, of course, the neckline is right there, and in that case 211, which I shared with you, could be a price target. Now we have an M pattern here, a little M pattern, but this can also be measured but this is also bearish. So I was hoping that we might have a W pattern here. In that case, we should have gone to the upside. Instead, we started to continue our way to the downside with Ethereum. So it's still very bearish. Everything is bearish with crypto right now, and I'm scared. I mean, about the future of crypto. I'm scared about the future of. I have worries about that. But for the immediate short term, I think the price target is four 484. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. On anything else than shorting crypto, I don't see any bullish things here. Wow, let's go over to Cardano. Cardano is terrible, looks terrible. We are below 0.33, and if we, as I shared with you, if we go below 0.33, it's over for me. We might come down to 0.16, 0.18. We are most likely going down to 0.8. It's over for Cardano for me. It's going down. 0.18 is of course very near to zero, much nearer than the top, like $3 level. So, well, terrible, terrible. Let's go over to Litecoin. Let's look at Litecoin. Wow, Litecoin. Top is right here. Above 400, we are at 61. We have a huge M pattern. Wow, I could measure it, the wicks, top to the bottom. I'm not measuring it. We are way below zero when I measure the price target. And even if I look at the bodies of the candles, let's try to be conservative and see what price target we get here. Let me just see. Let's put it to the bottom of this M pattern. I mean the neckline, which is right here at the bodies. Let's see what price target we have here. Minus. Litecoin is also likely to go down to zero. Terrible news. Wow. I hope I'm wrong with this video, but this is what the chart's telling me. See you next time.